Hey YouTube, what's going on? My name is Felicia. Welcome to... Beware of this place, guys. They have the cutest things inside. Hi, babies. Y'all, look at these sweet little baby ducks. Oh, and he sticks his little foot out. Come on now, how can I resist that? Look at them. They are like the cutest little fluff balls just running around looking all cute. Oh, come on now. You guys know they are so cute. And this poor little guy just wants to sleep and then he gets stepped on. Oh my God.
Wow, you're gonna hear that all night.
Oh my Lord.
These are probably 3 or 4 days old.
Oh.
These are probably older than the chicks. The chicks are only 3 or 4 days old.
Oh wow.
Yes, guys, that happened. Moment of truth here. We went out for the day, had no intentions of bringing home ducks. That was not on our agenda. This was completely unplanned. I was completely unprepared. I did basically everything wrong here, but look how freaking cute they are. Welcome to my journey of learning to take care of 3 cute little baby ducks, guys. Alright, so we left the store with a heat lamp, a poultry waterer, and a feeder for our new little babies here, huddled in the corner. Cute and tiny, helpless. So it's up to you to set your brooder up to protect them, keep them warm. And before you know it, a week later, 2 weeks later, you're going to have these big, gigantic ducks in your brooder. Ducks are very social creatures. They need to be together in a group. So a minimum of 2 is what you should be sold if you are actually looking to buy ducks. You should never bring home 1 ducky. That is just mean, cruel. They're not meant to be alone. They need a buddy 24/7. And so when you set your brooder up, you need to keep in mind the number of little duckies you have and all that it takes to take care of them inside of there and their heat source. Now this is our duckies' first time in the water. There you go. From about 1 week of age, duckies can have about 5 to 10 minutes of supervised swim time. Any more than that and they will become waterlogged. The water needs to be warm, and these little duckies can drown. They are not waterproof until their feathers come in, and that does not happen till about 6 weeks of age. And once they're done playing in the water, they need access to some heat. So if it's not a nice, bright, sunny day outside and warm, you'll definitely want to get them back to their heat lamp. Well, clean that nose. This is warm water in here, and I really didn't know how much water to put in there. I probably could have put a little more, but this was their first time in the water, so I really honestly did not know what to expect. Now that we are on the subject of water, ducks need to be able to put their bills in the water to drink. So those little nipple waterers for other animals do not work for ducks. They need to be able to submerge their little bills in the water to eat and to drink and to clean out their little nose holes. Alright, so once we were done letting our ducklings play, we just put them on a little towel and they just rested there for a little bit, soaking up some sun, drying off. Now let's talk more about the brooder. The brooder can be basically made out of anything. A lot of videos I've seen have used the great big old plastic tubs or bins. So as long as it can contain your animals and the stuff that it needs, and you can put up a heat source that they can get closer to and further away from as needed, then a brooder is easy to put together. And a side note here, had I known how quickly these animals grow, I would have just done the DIY waterer and feeders for them. It's cheaper and it's less mess. Hey y'all, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. These guys are really entertaining. They're funny. They have their own little personalities. But they're not like a dog or a cat. They're not just going to come up to you and climb on you or anything like that. But they are really fun to watch. So every day they come outside and get their play time, their swim time. I let them dry off and have their little sunning time. I get some in myself. Here they are about 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks old. They're still just big little fluff balls. Not really a whole lot of feathering going on right now. If you don't take anything away from this video, please understand that it is up to you to protect your animals from everything. The cold, the water, you gotta feed them properly, and more importantly, you need to protect them from predators. If you're gonna leave them outside unattended, you need to cover them and keep them safe. So this is my makeshift area for them so that I can go inside and do what I need to, but I know that a big bird's not going to come down and swoop them up. Here you can see their little feathers are starting to come in. You've got a mixture of fluff ball and feather going on here. Quite a unique look. Alright, so let's get back to the not so fun part of this. This is a nicely cleaned out brooder. I personally clean my brooder out more than probably what most would, but that's me. So a nice clean brooder is what we're looking at here. Here I have 3 ducks in there. They stay overnight. I'm to the point now where I take them out during the day, but at night this is where they stay, they sleep. I do leave their food and water in there. If it bothers you to see animal poop, you may not want to watch the following scene. This is what we wake up to. They are not clean animals. They are very messy. And so you need to be prepared for that. This is what you will be cleaning out. Having said that, that's why it was of utmost importance that we get their pen built. And so that's what we set out to do. I say we, but in reality, it was mostly my husband. Thanks, babe. Love ya. So the pen, when you're thinking of building your duck pen, you need to be fully aware of the fact that ducks have no defense. When they say you are like a sitting duck, that's what it means. These animals have no way to defend themselves. So you need to make sure that their homes are sturdy. You need to make sure that predators lack a way of getting in. That means from underneath also, because predators will dig to get to your ducks. So depending on the area that you live, you really need to research and find out what's going to be coming after your ducks so that you can prepare for that. When building your pen, you need to make sure that you have at least 4 to 6 feet of floor space per duck. Now, we didn't go out and buy a whole bunch of wood. This was remnants that we had from previous projects. The pen doesn't have to be anything fancy, not unless you want to make it that way. The main thing is making sure it's big enough and will protect your ducks from predators. So here you can see once the frame was built, we chicken wired all the way around the structure. That includes the top also, because like I said earlier, predator birds will come down and take your birds, or something will climb into their pen and beat them up or eat them. So it is completely up to you to make sure these little guys are protected. Another thing I want to touch on is the food. Ducks require different nutritional needs than chickens. So learn about that as ducks get older. The amount of protein and things of that nature change for the ducks. Now, they can be given chicken starter, but you want to make sure that it's not medicated, and you also want to be sure that the ducks are getting their daily requirements of niacin. Now, ducks don't require a pond or a big body of water. Just a little something for them to get into, splash around in is a-okay. But they will make a mess. Ducks are messy. So you need to have that in mind when you build their pen, the proper drainage of water, and a way to get in there and clean it really well. Eventually, we'll build a ramp for them to be able to go up into this, but for now, they're good. They like to go underneath. I only leave them out during the day right now. The nights are still just too cold to have them out in the elements. And here's our first predator. This is my dog Toby. He would love so much to get in there to them. He's wondering why he can't get in there. But you guys, be aware, even your little loving household pets will want your ducks. And in the coming days, we'll reinforce the bottoms of this more with concrete and add to their little hutch. And other than that, we will be done with our duck house. Alright guys, that's it for me today. I hope you learned a little something new, even if you're not in the market for a duck. Maybe you learned a little something today. So I know every day is a learning experience for me. I've never owned ducks or anything similar to them, so it's been a process of learning and adapting. So, but I'll keep you posted as far as I know right now, these jokers are happy. They should be. Ducks are a lot of work. They poop a lot. There's a lot to clean, but they are fun. My particular breed of duck is called the Pekin duck. They're generally for meat and eggs in the United States, but I got them for my pet, and that's what they are going to remain. Having said that, it's going to be 10 up to 15, 20 years of taking care of these animals. They live for a long time if a predator does not get to them and eat them or kill them. So yeah, if you're even considering getting something like this, keep that in mind. You will be taking care of them for a really long time. Yay! Alright guys, so that's it for me today. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. That way you know when I post a video. And I will be seeing you next week. Bye-bye.